just like every other England fan, I'm angry because the Iceland match. Where do I begin? I mean, it's going to be a rant video. It's going to be the first of this kind that I've made on this channel. Sorry for the lighting in the background, but I just want to talk about some things. First, Roy Hodgson. Thank God he's gone. He literally knows nothing about football, and thank God he resigned, because if he hadn't resigned, we would have, even though we qualified with him and won every single game, did nothing for us tactically. Never brought Harry Kane off when he was actually playing really poor. Should have brought Sturridge off in the Iceland game. Should have kept Dyer on, because he may be at fault for the second goal, but he didn't really do that much bad in the rest of the game. The second goal was a lot of Hart's fault as well, which he really should have saved, but not going to get into that straight away. Roy Hodgson, poor decision making. Vardy should have came on for Kane much earlier. No, actually no, should have came on for Kane, not Sterling. Sterling had a decent game, good start, obviously won us the penalty. And then Rashford, he came on with 3 minutes to go, and he made a very positive start. Sorry if my phone's gone off. Yes, but Rashford, why did Roy Hodgson bring him if you're not going to even play him for more than 10 minutes? If he had 10 minutes near the end of the game, he would have done something special, guaranteed. He probably would have brought us back in it, so it probably would have got the extra time, even though we shouldn't have got it. That was a very poor performance. Well played to the Iceland players, don't take nothing away from that. I know their manager's like a part-time dentist or whatever, and they're getting beat by them. And they're at 34th in the FIFA World Rankings. We're 11th, and we're still getting beaten. So, let's start with the squad then. Hart, I kind of feel bad for him, because he's taken a lot of the blame just for the second goal, but it's not. Well, he should have saved it, like the Wales game, but he should have also been dropped. I mean, apparently, there was 5 shots that he's faced, and he conceded 4 of them. That's not a good ratio. At least he didn't concede against Slovakia, which probably would have took us out, but what can you do? Next, oh god, also, why did Roy Hodgson take 3 goalkeepers? That's what I don't understand. Tom Heaton had a good season, but he didn't really do much for Burnley, even though they got promoted. But Tom Heaton, he shouldn't, we should at least bring 2 goalkeepers. One if Joe Hart gets injured, or has a poor performance, then we bring Fraser Forster in. Simple. Even if Jack Butland was fit, don't need to bring Fraser Forster. Just need 2 goalkeepers. Should have kept Danny Drinkwater in the squad. Shouldn't have put Delph in the 26-man squad. I saw Spencer Owen's video on this, and literally I'm ranting like every England fan on YouTube. But we should have had Mark Noble, had a very good season. Definitely should have had Mikel Antonio in there. And really, Roy Hodgson was bringing players that either had no form at all, or he had to pick. Hart, he had to pick because he's been England's #1. Same with Rooney. He's been the most experienced. He had to bring experience. I don't blame him for that. I do blame him for bringing Wilshere and Henderson. No game time, but for some reason he's in love with these players, so he has to take them for some reason, for his sake, for his desire. And that shows how much he doesn't know about football at all. Hart was good, our fullbacks were good, centre backs were okay, just not going up for headers. Midfielders, Dele Alli was poor. He was a shadow of a player he's been this season. Attack was very weak, apart from Rashford and Vardy. But Vardy was actually in form. He should have been starting against Russia. Actually no, should have brought Vardy on against Russia. Should have brought Vardy on. Actually no, we did for Wales. And maybe, played Vardy and Rashford and all the others more often. Should even though Townsend didn't have the greatest of seasons, you pick form, most recent form. You should, in my eyes, pick recent form. And Townsend had a mad like end to the season with Newcastle. So in my eyes, you pick him. So yeah, I don't know what was going on in Roy's head. He's been sacked from Liverpool by almost getting them in the relegation zone. All he's done good is go to some next countries, and they've signed him because he's an English manager, so he seems good. And also, he got Fulham to the Europa League final, and that's it. They flopped the next season, done. So I don't know where we go from now. I mean, England, we're screwed really. I mean, we either bring in a manager like not him exactly like Jose Mourinho, a good winning percentage, like a desire to win games by his tactics, or we bring in an honest Englishman like Alan Pardew, Tim Sherwood. I don't want to bring Tim Sherwood, but I wouldn't mind Alan Pardew, and just bring someone well known for their football tactics and their tactics winning games, not someone who knows nothing about football but is English and for some reason can replace Capello. That's all we really did. Apparently Gareth Southgate's going to be our interim manager until we find a new one, which I don't really mind. He'll get us through the qualifiers, but we really need a replacement fast. And as well, FA, you need to sort your stuff out. The FA should really have sorted a lot of stuff out with Roy Hodgson a lot earlier after the 2014 World Cup exit. I mean, I'm a very young kid, but I know I love football. Football is kind of like my life. And whatever, I support Chelsea personally, and I follow Chelsea very passionately. I didn't want Mourinho to leave, but I wanted Hodgson to leave. So it made our country a better football team. So be it. Hart needs to take a break from the first team as being first choice goalkeeper. So does Rooney. Rooney needs to retire. He gave the ball away way too much. He's getting too old now as well. We need to really bring in people that have a lot of passion and want to rep this England shirt. And just in general, bring players that are very good day in, day out, have had a rest, are ready for the Euros, and are fit to play, and hungry to win. Like, Kane didn't, like, Kane was literally like, he was at Norwich or wherever he was before Tottenham. And I just don't know what to say. I'm just really frustrated. I mean, that Iceland team, there's only like one or two, before the Euros, there was only like one or two people you would know, or maybe three. It was like Gunnarsson, Sigurdsson, and maybe Johnson. And no one even knew Good Johnson was going, because he's like that old. And then there's your England team, which has like we had a whole 26-man squad of people we knew. For some reason, Delph was in there. For some reason, Roy Hodgson picked Henderson, who'd just come back from injury, and same with Wilshere, and had not picked Drinkwater, who I don't think he even started a friendly. So you can't really be that unfair. I mean, Vardy, definite pick. Kane, at that time, definite pick. Sterling, I don't know why he took him, but he kind of redeemed himself. Rashford, definite pick. Obviously, Hart, he, for some reason, out of his mind, had to pick. Instead of, I would have actually brought a lot, like, I would have brought Forster in instead of Hart as the #1 goalkeeper. Maybe Heaton. I wouldn't have took Hart. Man City did not have a good season. And, like, I've seen loads of stuff about England leaving Europe twice within a week. I mean, as an England fan, obviously you're gonna be angry, but what else can you do? It's kind of true. It's not all the manager's fault, but his tactical decisions were all wrong. So the England's playing style, we just couldn't work something out as a team, and it just all flopped. as soon as we drew to Slovakia and Wales had won the group, we were like, this tournament's going nowhere for us. We should have at least reached the semi-final with the team we had and the form those players were bringing into the tournament. But that just about wraps up the video for me. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I've just hit 20 subscribers, so leave your questions in the comments below. I'm doing a 20 subscriber Q&A, and that's about it. Like as I said, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later. Peace.